Henry! Wake up!
Ziska?
Sigismund is pulling out with his army.
What? Sigismund is pulling out?
As if his arse was on fire. God, what I'd given to see his twisted face when he found out he doesn't have the coin to pay his army of mercenaries.
How do you know Sigismund has pulled out?
I sent Captain Frenzel and his men out last night scouting, and they saw it with their own eyes. Ask him yourself. He's with the others in the courtyard, already boozing it up.
What if his withdrawal is just a trap?
That would be a costly trap even for the royal coffers. To withdraw an entire army just like that? Not likely.
Where do you think Sigismund and his army withdrew to?
Where do you think? Back to Hungary, of course. I heard reports that Ladislaus of Naples disembarked in Zadar and declared himself king behind Sigismund's back. While he was sticking his fucking nose into our affairs, back home someone torched his throne right under his arse. And then when we took all the silver he had to pay his troops, he had to quickly withdraw his knights. The only thing he's left behind here are his royal turds. Now's our chance to turn the tables.
What are we gonna do now?
We have to contact Jobst and the other lords. They're amassing an army to face Sigismund and liberate Kuttenberg. Jobst will surely be very interested in our prisoner, von Berghoff.
And is someone on the way to deliver that message?
Not yet, but they will be soon. Rutard and the other lords are going to Podiebrad. Jobst's army is amassing near there, so they will relay the message to him.
Can we rely on them?
Certainly. As soon as Jobst sends the last of Sigismund's lackeys packing, Rutard and the others will return to power. You know what? It might not be a bad idea if you reminded them of who they should thank for yesterday. They're getting ready in the Outer Bailey to ride out.
Sure. I'll have a word with them.
It's enough to talk to Rutard. So get going. And try to get there sober, all right? I can hear the dry devils drunken babbling all the way up here.
I feel quite hungry.
Come and join us, lad! We won!
So, what should we drink to?
First and foremost, to King Wenceslas. Ha, that can wait. Why don't we drink to victory and to that pile of silver in the cellar behind us, eh?
Come now. The first drink should be in honor of our fallen comrades. Ada and Kubienka did not make it back. We must honor them.
That's right.
What about you, Henry? Who or what do you want to toast?
To someone who saved our necks on multiple occasions. To someone who we'd be blind without. I'd like to drink to someone without whose help we wouldn't have pulled it off yesterday.
Christ, spit it out already. Who is it?
To Catherine.
There you go. To Kate and all the women.
To Catherine.
You daft buggers. All right, then. Long life to all of us.
I've been wondering what'll happen next. What will the local nobility do, now that Sigismund's pulled out, Sir Peter?
I expect his supporters will have no other choice than to turn coats and get behind Jobst. When he marches in from Podiebrad, He'll put things right around here. The town is still governed by a council put in place by Sigismund.
Someone should throw those fuckers out the windows. I'll bet when von Berghoff sent that rabble into our neighborhood, no one so much as made a peep against it.
Indeed. I'd say they happily joined in. You're probably too young to know about it, but blaming Jews for everything has a certain sad tradition here.
What will you do now, Catherine?
What do you think? Have a few beers, a piece of roast meat, then go and lie down?
All by yourself?
My bed is quite small. We'd really have to squeeze in tight.
Christ almighty. Why don't you just mount him already? Or give it over, the two of you.
Thanks for the advice. What will you do, Sam? Will you return to the town?
Yes, later. Someone must help the families. But for now, I will stay with you. I have some scores to settle.
With von Berghoff?
Once we no longer have any use for him, that bastard is mine.
Von Bergo is still the royal chamberlain. He's untouchable for someone like you.
That is what you say.
Not just me, though. But let's change the subject. This isn't what we should be talking about at a celebration such as this.
No, it is not.
What about the infamous plunderer and robber baron fittingly called the Dry Devil? Where are you headed?
You're talking like this is the end. Just because Sigismund hauled his arse out of here doesn't mean the job's finished. War's a whore. And we'll be paying her so much of that silver that she'll still be fucking us on our deathbeds.
Hinnick, the dry philosopher.
This won't end overnight, boys.
So you'll stay?
Wherever Zizka goes, I go. And I'll leave rivers of blood and ravaged wenches in my path.
That robbery? It was something, wasn't it?
I still can't believe we pulled it off.
If there's anything that can spoil my mood, it's that bastard Brabant.
And didn't I fucking tell you? I was saying the whole time that fucking French fop was leading us along by the nose, telling us what we want to hear. Yeah, him and his, I've been everywhere. I know everything. Bollocks. This stinking frog.
I thought I had a nose for people. I don't understand how I could have been so wrong.
He must have been planning it for some time.
Fuck. Let's not talk about that fucker anymore. It just gets me mad. But we'll get him back one day.
Imagine what you could buy with a pile of silver like that.
Aye. Not even I could drink my way through it all.
If anyone could, it's you.
It would be better spent on repairing the whole quarter in Kuttenberg after that fire.
I think all your planning is pointless. The silver is for the army, as Zizka would say.
We'll see about that. I didn't stick my neck out for a pair of pretty eyes.
I have to say, if it weren't for that Musa, I wouldn't be standing here now. I'm still not quite sure what to make of it, though.
I'd watch my step with him. He doesn't believe in God like we do. God knows where he's from.
He saved me.
He helped us. Maybe he was helping himself at the same time. We'll see.
Exactly. I do not think it is so black and white. What is so funny?
Nothing. You're right. We'll see what he has to tell us after he comes to himself.
He wasn't too seriously injured. He should be on his feet soon.
Well, I just hope we won't be doing anything like that again anytime soon. Well, I should go now.
Already? Stop messing about. The night is young. Pour another drink.
No, I have to go. I still want to catch Ruthard and the others before they ride off to see Yobst.
Leave him alone. Unlike you, he has duties to attend to.
Sigismund is wandering off back to Hungary.
Janos, why don't you join the others? Sigismund has withdrawn. We've won.
I know. I don't have taste for booze now. We lose good man yesterday. Either he always say, I die in bed with tits of pretty wench in hands. Instead he die like dog in fucking courtyard with hole in gut. And Kubienka, kurwa. I do not know which one I have more adventures with. He was like brother to me. Do picze. Everything go to shit. Leave me, Henry. I want to be alone.
Have a safe journey.
You really don't want to join us?
I can't. Driving through the mud.
What do you want?
So you're leaving?
Yes, thank God. After all that's happened.
I hear you're going to Podjebrad.
We have kin there. We can't return to Kuttenberg for the time being.
Farewell then.
What? Do you expect me to hug and kiss you? I'm grateful that you saved my father. But you made the wrong decision at Malashov. So, farewell. I hope that I never see you or your band again.
I need something to eat. All ready to go?
We're about to leave. It's good that you're here. I wanted to thank you. If you hadn't got us out, who knows what would have happened to us.
I won't keep you. I wish you Godspeed.
I wish the same to you. Wherever the wind may take your band. Thanks once again. And I'll tell Jobst about everything that happened. Don't worry about that. See you soon, God willing. That idle king of ours is not going to free himself.
Time to get boozing!
A rider? He's one of ours! Keep the gate open!
Kubienka? That bastard's alive.
Are you alright? Should we call someone for you?
I'm just beaten up. It will be all right.
I fought you kick bucket, you crazy fucker. Where you been? Hey!
As we were riding away, they shot the horse out from under me. I was lucky it didn't fall on me.
And where were you all night?
When I fell, those bastards caught me and took me hostage. I lay tied up in a wagon in Sigismund's camp, awaiting my fate. Until the early morning, when Eric came to me.
Did they torture you? What do they want to know?
No, that's just it. They didn't torture me at all. The whole lot of them were gobsmacked from what we did. They went to tell Sigismund about the robbery. They wanted him to send reinforcements.
But Sigismund gone.
He turned them down. Then Eric got into a big quarrel with someone. A bit after that, he came and untied me.
Wait, what do you say? Eric let you free?
Aye, but on one condition. That I find Henry and give him a message.
What message?
Wait till you hear this. You'll shit yourself. He's waiting for you in what used to be Sigismund's camp, and he wants to fight you, man to man.
Shit. Wait, you not go there alone, hey?
Well, when I think about it, I reckon I will.
I go with you. We fuck up that fucker good.
Thanks, Janos. But no, this is personal. You could say I owe it to him.
You fucking crazy?
If I were you, I'd forget about it. Who knows? He might be waiting for you in the bushes with a crossbow.
I think he wants to take me on man to man.
It's up to you. My job was to give you the message, and I've done that. Break a leg. I need to go and rest now.
Go. And you, Henry, think about it good. You know, you talk to Zizka first. Are you alright? Hey?
What? Do you really think
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Go ahead.
Kubienka brought me a message from Eric. He wants to fight, one-on-one, to avenge Istvan.
I wouldn't expect that from him. You must have really pissed him off. And I suppose he has a sliver of pride and honor in him after all. And he's betting you're the same way.
Yeah.
Will you accept?
I won't be like Istvan, who hid from me. This is a matter of honor.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but I understand it's none of my business. Just be careful. Eric may be desperate, but he's a handy swordsman. If I were you, I'd try messing with his head first. People who lose control make mistakes. Since he wants to get revenge for Istvan, I'd try insulting him. I reckon that might throw him off, and in a state like that, he might forget about technique.
Thanks for the advice.
Blessings to you. You want to hurt someone? Stop fooling around. Very good.
Open the gate. I've got some unfinished business out there.
All right, but be careful. Hey, fellas! Open the gate. Henry's going out, and fetch him his horse.
So, I see your comrade delivered the message.
I wouldn't dream of missing such a meeting.
I have to admit, you've got balls. I was starting to think you wouldn't show up. You think you're better than me? That I've got blood on my hands, whilst you're some kind of defender of justice. Really? Just take a look at yourself. You burnt Sameen to the ground. You're just like me. You murder in the name of revenge, and you don't care about anyone else.
You're nothing without Istvan. You're all alone. No one cares about you. Sigismund, Markvart, they've all abandoned you. To them, you're nothing more than a dead mercenary's lover.
Don't you dare bring Istvan's name into your mouth, you fucking bastard! I'll make sure that you die in pain. You'll suffer like the mangy fucking mutt you are!
Even if you succeed, it'll change nothing. You'll still be alone. All alone.
You... Ah! Fuck! You'll suffer for everything you've done! You'll suffer for everything you've done! I'll put it... Fuck! I'll kill you! Even if it's the last thing!
For the cross!
I do! I won't give up! I'll put an end to you!
What are you waiting for? This isn't finished. You're just the same as me. Just the same as Istvan. So come on! Get away with it! Sigismund's parting gift to Markvart was your silver. And they'll make short work of you.
Damn it! That's it, coward! Run!
Close the gate!
That's not Sigismund.
I can see Prague colors.
the hell's going on?
I've no idea. As soon as I spotted them, I came to warn you all. What out it? You cunt!
Steady on!
We don't want any hot-headedness here.
I am Marquardt von Aulitz. I've come on behalf of King Sigismund and Lord Otto von Berghoff, the Royal Chamberlain. It has come to our notice that the bandits who robbed His Majesty's treasury of a great deal of silver have taken refuge here in this fortress. I've been charged with putting paid to this grave crime.
Greetings, Sir Marquardt! This is an unexpected visit. As the former Mint Master of King Wenceslas, allow me to correct you. Nothing has been stolen from King Sigismund since he is the Hungarian monarch, and the silver of which you speak belongs to the Bohemian king. I'd also like to assure you that we do not require the presence of the Hungarian king to bring order here. But then, I hear that's no longer his plan. So it would seem that you're out on a limb. As for Lord von Bergau, he's a guest here in my fortress, and we are negotiating.
I think not. We want that silver. King Sigismund wanted your heads too. But if you behave reasonably... Think of your castle and your estates, Peter. Because if you don't surrender the silver, you'll be left with nothing but scorched earth!
What's it to be? Would you fight us? With that garrison that is so drunk that it couldn't guard one captive? We will not wait!
That ain't you, drunk or sober! You old whoreson!
As you wish. You will pay for this!
What are you staring at? Were you gonna give them the silver?
It's all the same now. We have to prepare for an attack right now!
My words exactly. Come and get it, you fuckers.
To the wall! Go! Every arm back! Get to the wall!
through the gate! Got them! Hey, I need a hand. No, you're mine, you bastard! Nice hit! Yeah, don't swear him! It's a blunt filter! You're not up to it!
Go fuck yourself!
You fight like an old hag!
Nice hit!
In God's name!
You're mine!
Climb up there! Fucking hell! Get down, cover! Leave this gate! I'll gut you, you slave! Quickly! Good hit! Take that, you little thing! Slice! I'm hit! Take that, you shit!
Do you want to confess?
I need a hand here!
Oh!
Good, but he's still standing! Watch out! I can't get a shot! Full blood! Yeah! Let him have it! Come on! Fuck! Can't get a shot! I'll finish you all! Put him out! We'll kick your asses! True blood, yeah! Oh, you starving Hey, come and help me with this bastard! Now I'll shoot you dead! Hey! Light him up!
Not hit! No mercy!
Look out! I can't aim! Bash him on the head!
They're retreating!
Good work up there.
There he is. Good work, men. Take a rest.
What the fuck is going on? What are those Prague fuckers doing here?
What do you reckon? They've caught a whiff of that silver Sigismund's promised them. They don't want to go home with empty purses.
What about von Bergov? Damn it! Was nobody keeping an eye on him?
I don't fucking know. That bastard was pretending to be on our side.
What are we gonna do?
We must send a messenger to Jobst and our allies right away. If they lay siege to the castle, we'll need help.
Kurva!
The devil really fucked things up for us.
Seriously? Remember what it looked like in Nabokov. If they had prepared for that attack, they would have swept us away. But thanks to Hinak's provocations, they rushed their attack. I think the devil actually saved our necks.
Did you see that hit Markvark took? Will he survive it?
I've got to hand it to that drunk fool. It was quite a shot.
It's hard to say. His armor might have taken the brunt of the force, but it was a good hit nonetheless.
Maybe your revenge has been enacted already, and you don't even know about it.
If only. I think we need to get some rest before the Praggers regather.
You're right, go then. I'll have a messenger sent and discuss the fortress's defense with Peter. If anything happens, I'll send for you.
What a fucking disaster. Why can't anything ever go right for us?
Al dente's fortuna juvat.
I'll say. Let's go.
Are you already awake?
As if I could sleep in the middle of the day with that racket outside.
And the devil and his men will take the watch tonight. Perhaps you can rest then. But now we must go. Ziska sent me. He wants to speak with you.
What does he want?
As you know, he doesn't talk much. And now that he's the commander of a besieged fortress, he's twice as bad.
How do things outside look?
The Praggers are lying low in the village and building another camp on the road to Raborsh. No answer has come from Jobst yet.
So, in other words, we're still surrounded and cut off.
Why? Were you planning to pop off to the tavern?
Where will I find Zizka?
On the walls. I'll escort you. It won't take long. And then you can see Janosch for breakfast, and Frenzel for ammunition. Oh, and our new friend Musa was asking about you. I reckon he wants to thank you.
All right, I'll go and see them after. But now, let's go.
Listen, Henry. Before we go and see Ziska, I have some advice for you.
Go on. Let's hear it then.
Don't question Ziska's commands. Especially not in front of Peter of Pisa. Now we must stick together more than ever before.
Charles, so the leather's rotten, but otherwise you can see the fine craftsmanship. Show them a bit of love, and by evening, all is new. I think I can handle it. Why not? I'll come and check up on you later. Get to work.
Come for food.
For sure. Here, full ration. You cannot fight with empty belly.
How are we with supplies?
Not bad. We put all in heap, hired hands counting it. With supply from you, not bad. Not bad.
How much do we have?
For few weeks, for sure. But we got to count it right.
I'm not happy you were rummaging through my things and took my food.
So you won't hoard your food, and we go hungry. Some Christian you are, Henry.
Brand new crossbows from Sir Peter's armory, so take good care of them.
How's it looking, Captain? Do we have enough arms and ammunition?
We have enough ammunition for now, but we have fewer targets. Those brag bastards have dug into the village and are building barricades. But when they come again, stop by here with the men for arrows.
All right.
Greetings. What do you...
Great! I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend.
Henry, you are still alive.
You want to talk? How are you?
I cannot complain, my friend. But I do not know enough swear words in your language to express my feelings properly. But seriously, the fever has gone down, and the arrow did not hit anything important inside of me. So, I will be fine in a few days. Thanks mostly to Catherine here. She's taking such good care of me.
I could take even better care of him if he didn't go wandering off all the time.
Do you need help with anything?
Of course I do. With everything.
We've gathered up all the supplies we could find, but it's not enough for a long siege.
Maybe you could tell the others to try not to bleed too much.
Or just to die straight off and get it over with.
But if you have any injury or ailment, come here and we will help you. Yes? Do not risk losing your limbs to save us trouble.
So if something happens to me, you two will fix me up again?
Like new, my friend. Catherine is a mistress of my art. Better than many learned men. It is a pity I did not know that earlier. I would have given her more to do in the camp than laundry.
I've come here to thank you for what you did for me at the Italian court. If you didn't help me, who knows if I would have made it out of there alive.
Come now. If you had not helped me when they wanted to accuse me of Tretan's murder, Grozav would have had me drawn and quartered. It is too bad you did not tell me whose side you were on then. I could have left with you and avoid getting an arrow in the chest.
I think it's time for me to leave. Zizka has orders for me.
Take care, friend.
And don't forget we're here. If you happen to fall off the walls or get an arrow in the arse, come see us.
I have orders for you, Henry.
Wait, gentlemen. I don't mean to interrupt, but Zizka and I haven't finished talking.
I believe we have finished.
Really? Then I'd be interested to know what these honorable men think of our conflict.
Are you wondering how von Berghoff managed to disappear from under your thumb?
Me? You believed him as much as I did. While you were all celebrating the victory, he took advantage of the situation.
There's nothing we can do about it. Enough about that bastard. We have more important things to do.
We can't come to an agreement on whether or not we should try negotiating with the Pragas.
I know, my lord, that this fortress belongs to you. But I think that Zizka should make all decisions related to defense. He is the most experienced.
I should have known you'd stick together. I'm beginning to get the feeling I'm being held hostage in my own fortress.
Enough! If we can keep the fortress and the silver, Yobst will compensate you for any damage to your estate.
Yes, but we need to hold the fortress first.
And that's why I need to speak with Henry.
What do you want to talk about?
Sir Peter and I have agreed that I'll be in charge of defending the fortress. But I can't be everywhere at once. I'm giving command of a company to people I trust. And you are one of those people.
Me? You want me to be a commander?
Well, it's about time, isn't it? You're a good fellow, and I know you'll take care of your men.
Thanks. I'll try not to disappoint you.
I hope so.
Who else will be in command?
I've given a new company to you, Capon, and the Devil. Captain Frenzel is in charge of the rest of the men, but I still have the final say in all matters.
How many men will I command?
6. I'm giving you Kubienka to help with commanding, and Samuel has volunteered.
There'll be a few men from Radzi Kobula's company as well. I think you'll know them.
And you'll also have 2 men from the local garrison chosen by Godwin.
Dobrosh the hunter is an excellent shot. Wolfram the knacker has no combat experience, but we need all the men we can get.
Unless you need something else before you go.
Right. I'll be off to meet my company then.
Don't worry, Henry. It's a solid group of men.
Have them report to you, and give them their first orders, so they get used to you.
I saw your new men playing dice in the outer bailey.
Here he is, our new fearless and shameless commander.
Let's drink for courage.
Gladly, but not now.
Aye, anyway, it is still too early to drink.
Why have you come to see us, Henry?
Zizka tells me you both volunteered for my company.
Although we are not brothers of the same blood, I would still rather die by your side.
I would rather live. And that is why I'm here. Is there anyone better to tell you to stop doing stupid things?
Fair enough. Now why don't you two go to the outer bailey with the others, eh? We'll talk about the rest there, and I'll give you your orders.
I cannot wait to hear his speech.
Well, let us go then.
That's the way, it's bloody well done.
Would you look at this big-eared boy?
Well, this is unbelievable. Why, if it isn't Henry the blacksmith himself.
No, wait. The son of Sir Radzik.
Indeed. The boy's almost a lord. I'm glad to see you again.
I'm glad to see you too, lads. I hardly recognized you at first. What's with the beards?
Me and Yannick bet we wouldn't shave till we got home.
And whoever has the shortest beard will have to pay the other one's bill at the tavern.
So who's winning?
Me, of course, as you can see.
Don't listen to him. I'm winning. But just by a hair. Ha!
Zizka has made me a commander. You're now in my company.
We know. We volunteered for your company.
We'd rather have Henry of Skalitz than Lord Capon with his nose in the air, or that madman the Devil.
If there's anyone will get us through this, it's Henry. That's what I said to Yaroslav. That boy survived his own death at least once.
Get up and wait here for the others. Then we'll assign tasks.
Well, that boy's taking his new role seriously, eh?
Aye. He might even think he knows what he's doing.
You've been assigned to my company.
I've heard. I still can't believe they're besieging us.
I hope that God gives me a chance to do some good deeds before I go and see my family in heaven.
You lost your family?
My wife and daughter were taken by disease. I'm all alone now.
I've summoned my men to the Outer Bailey. There you'll get to know each other and receive your first orders.
Fine. We'll see each other there. I'm sorry.
You're Wolfram, the Knacker.
Aye. What do you want?
You've been assigned to my company. You'll be defending the castle with us.
Kurva. I knew I should have run far away from here when I had the chance. Why me? I like dogs. But I know how to be mean to them. I can even put them down. But to fight and look at the man whose guts I just tore open with the halberd. Fuck that. I don't have the stomach for it.
There's nothing to fear. Stay by me during the battle, and you'll be fine.
Was that supposed to calm me down? As stinking carcasses. We're all tough.
I'll be waiting for you at the gate to the Outer Bailey.
Kurva. This won't end well.
Are you already on the way?
Aye. I'm going already.
Let's wait for the others, shall we?
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then. Why are you wasting my time if you don't... What would you like? Great! I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care.
All right, company. We're all here.
So, have you got a big speech?
Look out over the ramparts, and you will see the wealth of the Praga army. Pay no attention to their expensive armor or their colors. It's not honor that motivates them, but the desire for money. They want the silver we have in the castle, even though they have no right to it.
Aye! It's the king's silver, not theirs.
They're a bunch of thieves, not an army.
Remember one thing. He who fights for money will never last as long as he who fights for a good cause.
Fine words, Henry. I hope it won't be so terrible.
Being a knacker is no easy work. Being a soldier can't be much worse, can it?
As a knacker, you're used to death, aren't you? Once you get your teeth into it, you'll be a killer, I bet.
What are your orders, Henry?
For now, the Pragas are just fortifying their positions. But that shouldn't comfort us. We'll be bolstering the night watch.
Seriously? Shut the fuck up. Henry's word is law.
Go and rest. After dark, I want to see you all on watch. I'll be checking on you personally.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
you are, Henry. Do you have a moment?
What's up?
I thought we could have a little chat. We've both been given command of a company. How's it going so far?
Well, a commander is nothing without good men. My company's not too bad.
You've had command for less than a day, but you're already spouting such wisdom. Henry of Skalitz, a modern-day Alexander the Great. I had no idea you had the soul of a strategist.
I've picked up a few things here and there. And what about you? You're quite experienced when it comes to giving orders, right?
Bollocks. Ordering someone to bring you wine is different from commanding troops in a battle. Whereas I have plenty of experience with the former, in the case of the latter, it was always me who was carrying out orders.
Well, we've been through enough together. And not just at the tavern. You know how to be a rude arsehole, but also a loyal friend, who's willing to stick his neck out for others. Your company should be glad to have you in charge.
Thanks, Henry. Well, enough talk. You should go and rest. Take care of yourself and your men.
You too.
I won't disturb you any longer. Rest.
Time for watch, you lazy sack of shit.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Wake up!
You check things, Henry?
How are things? Is everything alright?
Quite like grave.
Let's hope it's not the quiet before the storm.
Anything fuck up, I sound alarm.
Henry, you're also on watch?
How's it looking?
There's a lot of movement in their camp over there, on the other side of the marsh. It wasn't like that yesterday.
Keep an eye out. And sound the alarm if you need to.
My lord, what are you doing here? Everything's perfectly all right.
Fine then.
To arms! To arms! We're under attack! Ladders against the walls! Knock them down!
I'll beat you to
You're
a
no
bloody
match
pulp,
for me.
fucker.
Show your stuff! You can't stand up to this! Now I'll have you! You don't have a chance!
Bleeding like a stuck pig!
I could go for something to eat now.
Listen up! I want to double up patrols on the palisade. There'll be a guard posted at the tower and the gate at all times. No one may leave their post until someone comes to replace them. Keep your eyes locked on what's outside the castle. If he needs a shit, you better let it drop from the walls. The Pragas know it'll take more than brute force to get the better of us. Now they will try deception. Today they nearly took the castle from us without a fight. That can't happen again. Now get to work! How the hell did they manage to get inside without anyone noticing? Were you there?
They killed one of Pisek's men and put on his colours.
I didn't expect something so deceptive from the Pragas. Although, after the devil shot at them, we can't expect them to be honourable.
What'll we do now?
We must bolster our patrols. We can't afford a cock-up like this again. It's good you had your men reinforce the night watch, but they need rest too. They can barely stand upright. Good work, Henry. We'll take it from here.
It seems they are very keen on having this silver. I wasn't expecting them to move so fast. We need to do something about this.
I'm sure they'd love to get the silver. Just let them try.
Gentlemen, tough words will not win us the battle. We have no response yet from Jobst. Our supplies are running thin, our ammunition is running out, and the moat will be filled in any day now. I propose reopening negotiations with them.
Fuck negotiating.
Yes, it will get us nowhere.
But we can't just sit here. They're advancing too quickly. We have to slow them down somehow.
And slow them down we shall. They think they've driven us into a corner, so we'll have to convince them of the opposite. We'll attack them.
What? But that would be suicide.
I agree. What exactly are we going to attack?
They've made themselves nice and comfy in the village below the fortress. And they're building their bloody barricades, ladders, and God knows what else. All of it has to burn.
You're mad.
So how will we do it?
I've chosen a group of riders from among Peter's men who know the village well. They'll ride in and set the camp ablaze.
How will they get in? The village is full of enemies.
I know. That's why there'll be another group to create a distraction. We'll send another company down below the northern wall to make a mess in their trenches. That will get the Pragas riled up, and in the meantime, we'll burn down their camp.
That leaves us with one detail to work out. Who'll go down below the walls? It's a suicide mission.
I'll do it.
Would you look at that? Take him as an example. And not you, Henry. I need you at the castle. Don't worry, Hinak will lead the charge. He's already preparing.
Would not someone more level-headed be better?
You don't know Devil.
I, a madman for a mad plan.
But Devil won't go alone. Henry, Capon, I want you both on the ramparts. Lord Capon is the best marksman we have, after all. But each of you will choose 3 of your men who'll leave the fortress with the Devil.
You want me and Henry to choose men to send to their certain death?
You're a commander, so act like one. We must slow them down at all costs.
In that case, please excuse me. I'll have to get ready.
We're done here anyway. To the task, gentlemen!
This won't end well.
Henry, come here. There's something else I want to discuss with you. 2 things, actually. First of all, your men. When I put you in charge, I was expecting more from you.
What do you mean?
We can't afford any great losses. In short, keep a closer eye on your men.
I understand.
And now the other thing. We're still holding a prisoner from our last clash. Dry Devil will interrogate him. We need to find out where to focus our attack in the village.
What do you mean?
Where they store ammunition, where they keep food, whether or not they're building siege engines. The more we know, the more damage we can cause them. Get that information out of him at all costs.
I'm on it.
May God be with you.
Careful!
Commander?
How are you holding out, Sam?
Absolutely epis raris. I cannot stand any more of this fucking waiting. If they want to fight us, let them come, so we can sort this out once and for all. I have Mishpoche in Kuttenberg, loved ones. And who knows what is going on there now that Sigismund lost all his money and disappeared.
I'm thinking about choosing you for the raid.
Ah, what an honor. But if you send Kobienka, I will go too, of course. At least he knows how to keep a cool head in battle, unlike that Hammer Dry Devil. Also, he's a bloody sorcerer with a knife. I am an amateur compared to him.
I'll still need to think about who I'll pick.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing, Huntsman?
Oh, I'm glad my Marushka didn't live to see this. She'd be so afraid something would happen to me that she wouldn't sleep. And I'd be just as afraid to leave her here alone. Our bloody lives are at stake here. We've already lost men, and the siege has only just begun.
We're putting together a raid against the Praggers, and I'm choosing men for it.
In that case, you can count on me. If someone has to die out there, let it be me and not those young lads.
Grab your bow and hunting knife, then report to the gate.
I'll do what I can.
How are we going to do it, eh?
Can we start with the interrogation?
Hold your horses, youngster. He's one of those fuckers who crept in here before during the night. And he's pretty banged up from the skirmish. If we go too hard on him, he might kick the bucket. So we'd better stick to the most important questions. What will we start with?
We need to know more about how their siege camp is laid out, so our cavalry knows how to hit them where it hurts.
Aye. It'd be useful to know where they've got their ammunition and grub supplies. And if they're building any siege engines. So, we're agreed. Except, maybe for one thing. If you're going to shit yourself again like at Malashov, you'd better wait outside. Just remember, there's no time for mercy. I'll be going out there in a while. And everything we find out from him could make the operation a lot easier.
My men are going out with you, so don't think I'm not taking this seriously.
Well, I'm glad we see eye to eye. Let's get to it then. God save you, friend. My, look at that finery. You must be the richest man in this castle.
You're still in the mood for jokes. I know you lot are fucked. So don't bother trying anything funny on me.
Oh, come now. I mean, we're just chatting here. I noticed you fellas are in the habit of taking stuff that doesn't belong to you. Like that camp of yours in the village, eh? Seems like you've settled in nicely there. And no doubt you've got it all neatly set up. So don't be shy. What can you tell us about it?
Fuck all!
Looks like we'll have to persuade you somehow.
Look at me. Do you think I enjoy hurting people? Just tell us what we want to know, and nothing bad will have to happen.
All right. But I hope you'll keep your word. Our main camp is in the village. We have another one on the road to Raborsh, but that's just to keep control of the road, so no one can bring you supplies.
That's not enough. I need details.
What? About what?
How do you want to conquer our position? Do you have any siege engines?
All our trebuchets are in Prague. The lads would like to have them brought here, so they don't have to scale the walls with ladders, but that would take at least a week. So the captain ordered mantlets and ladders made. All the wood is carried into the smithy, and that's where the fellas do all the work.
That's good to know.
How are your supplies holding out, and where are you storing them?
There's some in the barn, on the green, but there's no problem with supplies. Even if you took everything from us, we'd simply get what we need from the surrounding villages.
Aye. We can't slow them down much that way.
How are your gunpowder and ammunition supplies?
Ever since our ammunition store in the camp burned down, the situation has been dire, but there's a smithy in the village, though. We can make new arrowheads and cannonballs.
Ha! Wouldn't it be a pity if something happened to that smithy?
Good. I think that'll help us. But I'm not done with you yet.
That's right, fella. But we still have one more subject to discuss.
Let's talk about who's giving you orders. Is it Markvart or von Bergov?
Fuck off!
And I'd like to find that out today. I have a really big pair of tongs out back, and I think they'd help me speed things up.
Use them to crush your own balls, you gutless fucker!
Come on, let's see how tough you are.
Enough! I'll talk. Markvart is alive, but wounded. Von Berghoff took off somewhere right after the negotiations.
So who's giving you orders?
We have more than one commander. One of them you know for sure. That Frenchman, Brabant, was hand in glove with Markvart and von Berghoff. Now he's given orders,
and acting like he grew up in Prague Castle.
Christ! Always knew that French bastard would fuck us over, but that's the limit! I hope the fellas run into him outside and chop his froggy balls off!
How badly wounded is von Aulitz?
I don't really know, but it's not good. The Sawbones practically doesn't leave his side, and he hasn't shown himself in front of his men since the negotiations.
Where did Otto von Berghoff go?
How should I know? Back to his estate, I suppose? I swear to God, I don't know!
All right. I think we have what we need.
I'll report to Zizka myself. You go to the battlements and get ready. Get hold of the men who'll be coming with me.
Hey, what about me?
You better start praying. If I find out you've told me one word of a lie, I'll come back here and weave your guts into a nice pink chaperon.
Orders?
I'm choosing men from our company to go on a raid with Dry Devil.
Ah, shit.
But I haven't decided who to pick yet.
I'm listening.
How's it going, Yaroslav?
Don't worry. Us Skalitz lads are thick-skinned, right? Oh, and Henry. I talked to Samuel. You never told me you two are brothers.
Well, not by blood, but aye, we are.
Your pa was a brave man. You two have that in common, I've got to admit.
I need men for a raid on the Prager's trenches.
Aye. So I've heard. You're the leader of our band. Say the word, and I'll go.
All right. In that case, get ready to attack. We'll provide cover from the walls.
I hope Lord Capon is at his best today.
Good luck. The next round's on me.
Henry?
How you doing? Not losing hope, are you?
How could I? The siege has only just begun. And today our fellas are going to rip those fuckers to shreds.
I need someone from our company to go on a raid.
Well, fuck. And I thought we were friends.
Well, I didn't say you'd be going.
Oh, I'm just scenting your pizzle. But I only want experienced men with me. No greenhorns. If you want me to go, that is.
All right, you'll go. The others are waiting for you by the gate. Take care of our men.
We'll kick their arses.
Everything's ready. Should I give the order to attack?
There's no point in putting it off any longer. May God be with us. Hey! You aren't even close to ready. What are you going to shoot with? Bloody hell, Henry. Here, we've got some extra bows and crossbows. I'll give you something.
I'll take a crossbow.
It's seen a fair bit of use, but it's better than nothing. All right. Before we start, let's go through the whole plan again, eh?
Agreed.
So, we have two groups ready, infantry and cavalry. The infantry were chosen by us and will be under the Devil's command. They'll cause mayhem in the trenches beneath the walls.
Work for the Devil.
Exactly, burning, shouting and all that. Try to provoke the Pragers, and as soon as they attack, the second group will set out from the fortress.
Cavalry.
In the confusion, they'll quickly ride through the camp in the village and set it on fire, before the Pragers know what's happening.
Sounds good. From the prisoner, we learned that they're storing stuff in the forge, so the riders will know exactly what to set on fire.
Great. That'll make their job easier.
And what will we be doing?
That's simple. We'll be raining down on the Pragers from above, trying to ensure that the Devil and our raiders survive and make it back to us.
Finally, your hunting skills will come in handy.
You're right about that. Happy hunting! Get ready, men! Let's get them!
fellas! Let it rain death upon them! We have to keep them busy!
Go fuck yourself!
Come on then!
Yeah, don't spare him!
Don't rubber!
Bleeding like a stuck pig!
Donkey! There they are!
Bleeding like a stuck pig!
Torches!
You're not up to it!
Look out! Enemy marksmen on the right! Take them out! Quick! Aim true!
I'll be done with you!
True blood! Yeah!
Come on then!
Ha! Tough shit, fucker!
Don't stop!
He doesn't know which way to turn. I'll think you a bloody
Keep them away from our men! Over there on the road on the right! Just a little longer,
To me!
men!
Get him from
Look
behind!
out, over there! There are Pavaskiers coming out of the village!
Come on
Aim
then!
at them. Don't let them advance!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Let it rain death from the sky! Watch your fire!
You son!
Ha! Bleeding like a stuck pig!
Our men are cut off! Cover them!
Bleeding like a
that,
stuck
you
pig!
worm! Let it rain death from
You
the
haven't
sky!
a chance!
Our men are cut off! Cover them!
Ha! Bleeding like a stuck pig! What now, fucker?
And thwack! A hit! Let it rain death from the sky! Our men are
Bleeding
cut
like a
off!
stuck pig!
Cover them!
Now you're finished!
Stop you!
Yeah,
Our
don't
men are
spare
cut
him!
off! Cover them! Get them! You asked for it!
What now, fucker?
Once they poke their heads out,
Good.
take them down!
Hey, come and help me with this bastard.
Ha! Tough shit, fucker!
It won't be much longer!
It's on fire! Hey! Hey! Back to the castle! Let them in! Quick!
Devil, was it a success?
What? Can't you smell the ash in the air?
How did the battle go? Down there, I mean. I reckon things were a lot different up on the walls.
Yeah, it was a bloodbath as always. Only I think I knew one of those fellas.
What? One of the Praggers? From where?
Yeah, I think we were in Austria together. In Weikertslag. They called him Wasp. A little hot-headed bastard who showed up wherever blood was being spilled. I liked the bloke. I have no idea how he ended up with the Praggers, but knowing him saved my life.
How so? He helped you?
No, but when he saw me, he hesitated. Just long enough for me to stab him in the throat. Well, if I hadn't, he would have done the same to me.
How did my men do?
Well, I've got to say you chose well. You really worked as a team out there. That's why they all managed to come back alive. Give them my praise.
How do you think the Praggers will retaliate?
I'm sure they'll be more careful now, and will slow their advance. So I reckon we did fucking good!
Well then, I'll go and report to Zizka.
Now I get why they call you devil.
The raid is over. It was a success. And most of the men came back alive.
I know. Good work, Henry. Go and get some rest. You deserve it.
What are we gonna do now?
There's nothing we can do but wait. I was hoping they'd realize by now there's no easy plunder here and leave. But it looks like we'll have to hold out a bit longer. We can't let them have that silver. We have to hope Jobst returns soon with his army. You did a good job with that prisoner. You got a lot of information. As long as they don't bring in catapults from Prague, we still have a chance. But if they do, we're fucked. That injury taken care of Markvart will help us. And if that idiotic Frenchman is in charge now, it's only a matter of time before they fuck up.
Do you know anything about von Bergov's escape?
To tell the truth, it cost me quite a lot of sleep. His chamber had no windows, the castle was full of people, and most of all, I couldn't imagine how a fancy lord could escape without help. It's not the kind of thing nobles do.
Did you figure something out?
The bastard was deceiving us the whole time. He wanted us to think he was playing along with us. And in the meantime, when he was let out for air, he stole a piece of wire from the forge and made himself a lockpick.
What? He made a lockpick? Von Bergov?
Believe it or not, I found it lying discarded below the stairs. All he had to do was wait for the right moment. And while we were celebrating Sigismund's withdrawal, he got out of his locked chamber.
Hang on though, that still doesn't explain how he got out of the castle. The courtyard was full of people. Someone would have seen him.
Ah, but he didn't go across the courtyard at all. He took the covers from the bed, slipped across the hall to another chamber, and lowered himself from the window down into the moat.
You're telling me he swam across?
Aye, believe it or not, there are people who can swim. And apparently von Bergov is one of them.
I don't know.
I saw that bed cover in the moat. How do you think it got there? I suppose it didn't hold his weight and came loose or tore off. That's why we didn't find any other traces at the top.
That bugger really is capable of anything.
Look, I wouldn't have expected the noble Lord von Berkhoff to go lock-picking doors and hopping into moats, but that's exactly it, see? He had us fooled. There's simply no other explanation.
Great! I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Oh, I'm fucking starving. I am so fucking hungry. Even that dog turd looks tempting. It's like a big, fat sausage. Just a pinch of pepper.
It might be better with horseradish. Let me see if I can go and sniff us out something a bit more appetizing.
Don't forget about me, otherwise you'll have me on your conscience.
So, did you find anything?
Do we really not even have a piece of steak?
I'm starving, Janos. You wouldn't have anything? For me and Capon?
I wish I can help you, but I cannot just give what anybody want, even friend. I really don't have nothing to give away just like that.
Hey, come here! If you're hungry, you should help me find that fucking stray dog. We catch that dog, it'll make for some meaty broth. Will you help me find him? I'll get the water boiling in the meantime.
I'd rather not eat dog meat.
Are you mad? This is no time for squeamishness. Just imagine it's a small goat. Then kill it and bring me the meat. Hey, come here! If you're hungry, you should help me find that fucking stray dog that's roaming around here. I almost had him, but he got away. Henry! Just come and we'll find that dog.
Chicken, fish, rice, millet, anything you can imagine. But do you know what I would really like to have right now?
Hey, what do you fellas over in Africa eat anyway?
Chicken, fish.
What are you talking about?
Don't even ask. All they can think about is stuffing their guts.
I can believe it. I'm so hungry I could eat nails.
Get a hold of yourselves, men. Our Lord spent 40 days fasting in the desert. I don't recall him whinging.
I would rather the desert over hunger, Godwin. Believe me.
Oh, that's right. You know the desert well. Tell me, what is life in Mali like?
And more importantly, what are the women like?
The finest in the world, fellows.
Schmonzes.
Have you ever seen our beautiful Czech girls?
Barely. They are so covered up in clothes, it is like talking to a pile of laundry.
It's not just about tits and a pretty face. It's about soul. Which is still beautiful, even if she does cover up a bit.
Henry, you should be a preacher.
And what do your women wear?
The heat? Very little, friends. Especially from the west up.
I thought your god forbade that.
My country has its own customs. And covering women up for no reason is not one of them.
Damn, fellas. We should go and have a look there someday, eh?
Ada would have liked to go there for certain.
We will have to drink to that Polish bastard sometime.
Do we have anything to drink?
Our rota has not run out yet, right?
I spent my whole life in the tavern, and now I should drink a toast with water? I would eat boiled rats, but this? Never.
But fellas, in Granada, I met a soldier who told me that once while under siege, he cooked up soup from shoes.
Shoes?
And how did it taste?
I suppose it depends on what the shoe was made of, and what it stepped in.
Sakra. That's not a bad idea.
Wait, you can't be serious.
I'm certainly not going to eat your stinky old boots.
I wouldn't recommend it, but perhaps shoes made of a fine leather. Maybe sheep leather.
Oh, and worn by a young virgin too, huh? Is it food or flesh you lust after?
She might not be a virgin, but I saw Frenzel's old woman wearing such shoes.
We should eat the shoes of our captain's wife?
Well, she doesn't wear them anymore. Last time I saw her wearing an old pair.
She must have noticed you looking at them with lust in your eyes and hid them away.
I apologize.
Careful!
Greetings. What brings you here?
This might sound strange, but I need those fine shoes you have.
What? For God's sake, why?
Well, they can be used to make broth, so we can eat.
Lord in heaven, what cheek!
Are those shoes so important to you? Take a look around. In another day or so, the only thing you'll need them for is to run for your life.
But... Christ, take the shoes. They're in our room. And leave me alone. God be with you.
I got those shoes.
You are truly a resourceful man, Henry. So, let us see them. I am doing it more out of boredom than hunger. So, let us make some shoe broth. I will leave the testing to you.
I think I'll leave it up to Lord Capon. He's the one who forced me to find something to eat.
May his lordship enjoy my soup.
brought you something to eat.
Let's see. Quick! What the fuck is this? It stinks like boiled farts.
Just so you know, we owe Lady Frenzel for this soup.
In that case, poor Frenzel. What did she make it with?
Actually, I made it myself. From her finest lambskin shoes. It was Moose's idea.
Well, that's just great.
Would you rather starve to death?
Right, give it to me then. We need to gain our strength. Zizka says we need to go to the Outer Bailey after.
Why?
For a funeral. We can't leave these bodies lying around here any longer. It wouldn't be good. But, first, let's eat. What have you got?
Say something, Father.
Well, some of you might not know me. My name is Godwin, and until recently I was the parish priest in Ujitz. This ground is not consecrated, but I believe God will accept our friends into his heavenly abode when we pray for them.
Let's do it.
Requiem aeternam dona eis Domine, et lux perpetua luciat eis. Te desut hymnus Deus in Sion, et tibi redetur votum in Jerusalem. Exaudi orationem meam, ad te omnes caro veniet. Kyrie eleison.
Kyrie eleison.
Christe eleison.
Christe eleison.
Kyrie eleison.
Kyrie eleison.
Alarm! Everyone in the battlements! Letters coming! Get ready!
They're coming from this side too! We need reinforcements!
Hans, Henry, take your men and knock down those ladders! We'll defend this side.
It's me! Those ladders can stay up! My greetings to the devil!
What's gloves do?
Care what you're made of! Too slow! Good as luck!
Fuck! They're in the tower! We've got to get inside! Or we're fucked!
Henry, I'll cover you. Wait.
Go!
Get them! Quick! Occupy the tower!
Too slow!
There's more of them! What are you talking about? Losgate! I'll shoot your head off! Rugged you press on! Fuck! I can't get a socket! We'll kick your asses! I told you he had two left hands! You! Wow!
Fucking hell!
Nice try! Bleeding like a pig! Keine Gnade! Keine Chance! Du bist tot! Verrecke!
I'm gonna stick you like the pig you are! I'll shoot you an extra arsehole!
They're falling back. Oh, this reminds me of Tamberg. It's not long since we besieged it.
Yeah, but now the boot's on the other foot.
Raise the drawbridge!
What happened? What do you think happened? There's hordes of them.
We lost the Outer Bailey.
Fuck it! We're trapped here. Pull yourself together. We will find a way out of this mess. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think it's obvious to all that we won't last long without the Outer Bailey. We need Jobst and his army.
What army? We still have no news from Jobst. Who knows what the Margrave is doing? I'll say it again. We must negotiate with the Pragas.
Of course! I'd be glad to shoot another one.
If I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut, Enoch. After all, we're in this mess thanks to you.
Thanks to me?
What got us into this mess is that we are fighting against that ginger bastard, and that we stole his treasure and are hiding it in the cellar.
So everything could be solved if we just...
Only over my dead body.
You'd rather die then?
I'd rather die.
I also have no intention of paying the bastards who burnt down my neighborhood.
Enough! Have you all gone mad? Didn't you see how many people were in that grave? And how many are lying in the field hospital? How many remain among the battlements? And all for some silver that'll be used to pay for more war.
Catherine.
Quiet! I knew things would end like this again. I've had enough of you all.
My lady.
What her problem?
Who knows? Women. Back to the matter at hand. What the fuck are we gonna do?
We won't last long without reinforcements.
And the only person capable of sending them is Jobst.
If he's managed to gather any men at all.
We can only hope. We have to get a message to him.
Well, that leaves us with one little problem. Someone must take the message, crawl out of here through the Braga's army, steal a horse, then deliver it. Bear in mind that the last man to try that failed, and we were in a much better situation at that time.
We can draw straws.
Fuck straws. I will do it.
Seriously?
Yes. I've got some unfinished business out there, and if we die here, it will never get done.
You're going nowhere alone. I'll go with him.
You too? Shit. Well then, I'm going too.
Your bravery is commendable, Capon, but you can't go. If they were to capture you, you'd be a valuable hostage. They could use you to blackmail Hanush and Jobst. Sam and Henry will go. 2 heads are better than 1, especially if one of them gets lost.
Fine. Kurva.
So, it's decided. I'll write a message for Jobst. In the meantime, get ready. We'll meet on the ramparts after dark.
All right.
May God protect you.
Good luck.
You'd better not get caught.
Henry, come here for a moment. I need to tell you something about Catherine.
What got into Catherine?
You can't blame her. You're not the only person to lose someone.
What?
I too lost my wife, but neither of us have experienced anything like what she has. She never talks about it. She wants to forget, but the war has taken everything from her.
Why are you telling me this just now?
She doesn't want anyone else to know, to ask her questions about it, to feel sorry for her. But now, given our situation, I just wanted you to know why she reacted like that. Even though we're all a bunch of whoresons in the Devil's Wolf Pack, we're all she has in life now. And now she fears she'll lose everything again. If that were to happen, it would destroy her.
Aye, it would.
So, I will do everything in my powers to hold the fortress. But the most important job now is yours. So, give it your all.
You can count on me. What in God's name happened to her?
Before I met her, she led a simple life, like every woman should. That is, before the war changed everything. Sigismund's army attacked her village.
Like our Skalitz.
Her husband was a tough man. He defended his family. He managed to kill 2 of them before they chopped him to bits.
Like my father.
Maybe that's why they took such brutal revenge on her. They must have done terrible things to her. The animals. When we found her by the road, she was still holding a dead baby in her arms.
My God.
I'll never get that terrible picture out of my head. You can only imagine the hatred she's been carrying around with her since then. But it's deep inside. She's masking it. The only thing she wants is revenge. That's why she's with us. That's why she does all she does.
I better go now.
All right. Good luck, Henry.
Thanks. I've come to say goodbye.
Already?
Aye. We have to leave at night.
You see, I've been thinking a lot about the two of us, and about what you told me in Malashov.
And?
You see, once I heard a French minstrel tell a tale about two knights. They met on the battlefield, where they faced each other. One as a commander, the other as a black knight.
Why are you talking about this now?
Wait, I'm getting there. In the story, there's something I don't have my own words for. The commander, Geelhout, saw how valiantly the Black Knight had fought and decided to surrender alongside his entire army, even though they had the upper hand. After the battle, the knights met. They grew close to each other, and from then on, they only fought side by side. When on campaign, they slept in the same tent. They even seduced court ladies together.
So how does their story end?
They went through a lot together. Until Lancelot was eventually captured. Everyone thought he was dead. When Galahad found out, well, he was distraught. He felt life was meaningless all of a sudden. In the end, he dies too, of grief and sorrow. Henry, if anything happens to you, then why the hell can't I save you once for a change?
Don't be daft. You know me. I've gotten myself out of much stickier situations. Come now. Do you think after all that I'm gonna let some damn Praggers butcher me?
I know. I know. They won't get you. So, good luck. And you better come back with reinforcements.
I shall do your bidding, Lord Perkstein.
Go already.
I should eat something. I've come to say goodbye before me and Sam leave.
So you've signed up for that suicide mission? I should have known.
What should you have known?
That you'd be taking pointless risks. Again.
Well, someone has to do it. Otherwise, we'll all die.
Someone has to do it. And once again, it'll be you who sacrifices himself for the others.
What are you saying?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm not saying anything. Why can't things just be normal? Why does it all have to end this way?
What are you talking about?
About nothing. Leave me alone. You just don't get it. Go and save the world.
I just wanted to tell you, I know how you feel.
How could you know that?
I've also lost everything. I've been left all alone.
How do you know? Who told you?
Does it really matter?
Nothing matters anymore.
Come now. There are things that still matter.
I've already lost everything once. Why do I have to go through it again? I don't want to lose you. I don't want you to die.
I won't die. I'll bring help, and then we'll all enjoy Sigismund's silver. I promise.
You madman. But if you don't keep your promise, I'll find you in hell and kill you.
That sounds like a plan.
I need something to eat.
Shall we? Let's go.
Well, Henry. The Lord be with you. The Lord be with you.
I'm a fucking Jew.
It works on fucking Jews too. Take care of yourselves, and don't waste any time.
He's down.
Good luck, son.